Hi guys, so this is a quick little video I want to do for you. I want to show my project that I've been working on for ages. It's my grand Imperial Palace, which I've been working on for quite a long time. So yeah, this is like the front entrance gate to the palace. To the left we have the king or the emperor, and to the right we have the queen or the empress. So I try to make this palace look as flamboyant and, imperial and grand as possible. So I chose lots of gold. I made sure that it, had that kind of regal appearance when you approach it. So this is like the grand courtyard, where this is like the main entrance to the palace. It's very symmetrical. It's all the same either side. We have a diamond gate over there as well. It's not finished on this side. Here we have a big fleur-de-lis on the floor. My computer's frozen. A big fleur-de-lis there on the floor, and it's pointing outwards. And there will be a big memorial statue built over here soon. But yes, so we walk up. I designed this palace completely all by my. I completed it. It's all my own original taste. Some of it's inspired by Versailles, but mostly it's my own taste. Some rooms are one of the rooms inside at the moment is inspired by Hofburg Palace, so I try to use that technique. One of the rooms inside you'll see in a minute. Habsburg, no, it's just Hofburg Palace. Yeah, so I tried to go for like the tropical theme as well. So you see these lantern things. It's frozen for some reason. You see these lantern things like everywhere. On top of there, on the pavilion over there. And I'll show you that in just a second. Let me just put the time. Pretty hungover today, to be honest. Okay. So let's go in here. I'll show you this bit around here first. So we go in here. This is where the carriages would come. If you imagine it to be like real or something, the carriages would come down here, and they would pass through here. It's frozen again. Sorry guys, my computer's being a bit of a dick today. Passes under here, and then through here. And this is like a big tunnel. You can't really see. Hang on a second. It's frozen again. Sorry. It's really slow. It's always a good sign when you're trying to film. But yeah, taking the potion, so that you can see the ceiling in here. And if I go, what I wanted to do was to give, when you first arrived at the palace, it would give a very strong, grand appearance, and then in the inner parts of the palace, so the courtyards, that kind of thing, fucking hell, it would be less, it'd be more plain in style. So, for example, this here, it's still regal and elegant, but it's on a much lesser scale, and as you can see, it just has that kind of lesser grand appearance, and that's what I wanted to go for. It still gives you that feeling of being dominated by like a big royal palace. Okay, so we go upstairs, and I'll show you the first entrance hall. In fact, we'll use the staircase that I've just built. So, going inside. So this is one of the grand staircases. So you pass under here, and you go up, and up, and up, and then we have the grand staircase. And I'll just show you. It's a bit of a weird, tricky room to understand, but if you take a look at it, if you join the map, and you want to understand this room a bit better, the best place to stand is here, but as you can see it like this, or maybe even fly up. So like there's the staircase, and then you've got the kind of the Gothic style, and there's also a little dome up there. I just tried to work hard on it. Better if the potion was off so that you could see it in more dramatic lighting, but never mind. This is how it is. Oh yeah, I'll show you that room in a second. What else? I'll just show you the exterior. So yeah, I'll show you the styles over here. So we have all this kind of, it's like tropical, so I tried to go with like this kind of Chinese theme, Asian style sort of thing, like with the oranges and the yellows and the reds, much inspired by the Forbidden City and some of their halls in there. And then I got trying to go for the Russian theme, and that was lots of blues, like blues and yellows as well. So that's what we have here. This is my own original style. The gold around the columns here, I don't know where that's come from, but this is like the centerpiece of the palace. And at night, the lanterns up here, they turn on, they light up basically. And then we have all this kind of design in here. And if you look at that up there, every place you look at, every corner of the palace is supposed to have detail. Every little piece of architecture is supposed to have detail to it. We have, this is the best piece, I think, in my opinion. This is the place where the single ruling monarch would stand before the crowd on this one singular balcony here. You can get a couple of people on here, but it's mainly for just stepping onto and seeing your crowd. I'll just show you the pavilion as well, like I mentioned. We have this kind of regal facade, but then the pavilion, which is just here, has a completely different style to this part. So, as you can see, it still follows that theme, but it has a different, I'll show you that, it has a different kind of take, as you can see. And this will be symmetrical on the other side as well. So yeah, I'll just show you that big room now that I've talked about. Yeah, I just put my all into this build. I wanted to make it really just outstanding, basically, and I've just done my best with it. And all the detail on the walls here is all my original design. And to be honest, I built this when I was high, so this is what you get when you're stoned. To be honest, your imagination just flourishes. Okay, so we'll have a look at this big room now. This is the entrance hall to the palace. As you can see, massive room. Hopefully the potion will wear off in a minute, so that I can show you the better detail. But yeah, this is the massive hall, and this all lights up. It's all natural light. There's barely any sort of proper torches anywhere. There's just these lamps everywhere, and it's all naturally lit because I prefer natural light to all the torches everywhere. And this is just a unfinished room, and back to the staircase again. And yeah, and I'll show you the chapel now, which I built. It's inspired by kind of Gothic medieval architecture. There's a beautiful church at Windsor Castle, and I was inspired by that. Can't seem to make it move faster. Okay. And this was the first wing that was completed when I was building. First ever wing, and it's been roofed. So, but this huge thing here is the Imperial Chapel. And like I say, this build is much inspired by Versailles. So we have this kind of take of Versailles Chapel, but in the Gothic medieval British style, I would say. The rain is making it look really pixely for some reason. But yes, we have the Grand Imperial Chapel. It looks better when the potion isn't on. But yeah, you get the general idea. It's a big grand piece of architecture. I might do the inside today, and it's just going to be absolutely, you know, not of this planet in the inside. It's going to be completely different. I built this chapel today. Took me about 3 hours, but I did it. And there's the pavilion again. And just giving you a general feel of the place, It's going to be obviously much more modified, and the back facade that faces the gardens will probably have something like the Baroque garden facade of Versailles. It'll be much themed based off of that, but it'll be my own take. So I'll give you a general idea of what I'm going to do next. When the map finally loads, always does this. It's so slow. My computer used to be better than this, but now it's just so slow all the time. See, it just stops like this constantly. And you have to keep tapping it, and then the screen goes white. Okay. So we have the courtyard, and originally I was thinking of making it a lot longer, as you can see where my building sort of lines are. I was thinking about cutting it off along here, and then starting off with my other facade. And there's going to be courtyards here, and probably be a big courtyard around here somewhere, and then there's going to be like a big block that will go all the behind. So I'm cutting the courtyard off here, and there'll be this long block on the other side that will look like Versailles garden facade. And I'll just show you this big room in natural light, because it looks much better that way. So, and I'll show you the staircase as well in natural light, and the chapel, because it all looks much better and more dramatic than with the potion on. My cat's trying to get in, sorry. Okay. It's my dad. My dad. Right. Sorry. Okay. This is the big hall, and here he is. The big hall in more dramatic light. It looks better, as I said. More dark and more dramatic. And then obviously we have the staircase. I'll just show you that. In natural light. And then we'll go to the chapel. Hang on, I haven't done that properly. Okay. Looks better, looks more spooky and dramatic now. I'll just go to the chapel now. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at taking tools on my builds. It's just not very experienced with it, and I'm proper hungover as well. So it's like, I'll just show you the chapel. It's in better light, and you might be able to make more sort of style. I'm sorry about the video quality; it's not very good. But yeah, this is the grand chapel, and it's just and this gate's here. And that's the front window. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you did, subscribe if you enjoyed this little tour, even if it was a bit shit. And I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.